Are two Robert De Niros better than one? I saw the Alto Nights, so here's the good and the bad without spoilers. Call your dad because his new favorite movie is about to drop. The Alto Nights hits theaters this weekend, and it's directed by Barry Levinson, who has made a lot of good movies, starring Catherine Narducci, Deborah Messing, and De Niro in two roles. It's based on a true story about how the nationwide crime syndicate known as the Mafia fell in the 1950s, after its two aging dons went head-to-head. De Niro plays both of those parts, and he's pretty good in both roles, one of which is an impressive chameleon act thanks to the makeup and the higher voice that he puts on. Playing two roles is kind of a cool flex for him to be taking on at this point in his career, and I'll shout out the congressional hearing scene in the middle of the movie, which has a lot of compelling dramatic tension and old school scenery chewing from De Niro. Deborah Messing is also a standout, selling a lot of the movie's comedy with her attitude. Speaking of which, the film was relatively funny in parts. I laughed a couple of times at the wise guy antics, and it seems that Levinson was open to some riffing and unscripted surprises, which were necessary because otherwise this movie lacked energy for me. Like these aging dons reflecting back on their careers, Alto Nights felt like an echo of an echo of an echo of the better movies we've seen from these guys in this genre. The script was overly complicated and convoluted. It feigned towards themes of aging, old grudges, and violence versus non-violence, but because the plot took precedence, the movie ended up thematically hollow. And then Levinson made some kind of baffling editing decisions. He borrowed techniques from documentary filmmaking for realism's sake, but instead those choices just created multiple layers of artifice, resulting in the opposite of what he was going for. Basically, there was a lot of wasted potential here, and it's a bummer to see something that you know could have been great under different circumstances. But then again, De Niro doing two roles isn't something you see every day.